Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. In the last episode, we did some exploration before finally getting the key, the slime key for the Key Cavern. And, well, here we are. We now have 6 heart containers instead of 5 to work with. And obviously, you do want to throw a pot at the door. I'm not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're just going to do this and get nowhere. I wonder. That monster does do that at regular intervals, so we're going to have to come back to that room eventually. In the meantime, we're going to have to throw a pot at the door to the north. And, ow. Oh boy. Well, we have bomb enemies now, so we have yet another Mario cameo. But by destroying all the enemies in this room, we do get a small key. And we're going to have to destroy some slimes if we want to get out of here. And in here is a slime. Okay then. However, well, there's a chest here, but we're going to have to hit a block switch if we want to get anywhere. Also, if we wanted to take the left path, we would have been blocked. Something tells me that the dungeon item that we're going to get for this dungeon is going to let us break through those crystals, so we need to look for it. And that's there. Huh. Well, we got a Guardian Acorn, and we got a chest over there, but we still need to find that switch, and pushing that block is out of the question when it comes to getting around here. And now we have a bunch of doors. Well, if we open this one, we should be able to hit the switch. We will, however, have to find a stone beak, but we will find a key. For now, I do want to go back up and get the stone beak, and also go to that room that we couldn't get the chest in either. And we do need to destroy that tiny red slime over to the left in that room, because that's how we're going to be able to get the key to drop down where the Stalfos are, the weak Stalfos enemies are. And we now have a map. And it appears that the dungeon is in the shape of 2 keys, a big key and a little key. So now I can refer to these areas as big key and little key. Let's go down the little key again. And I'm not sure if it's going to matter how we do this. Although, well, let's see what happens if we go down here. Well, we have a new enemy here, this enemy that teleports whenever we get close to it. What if we could fight it from a distance? Well, we can. I just need to get all the slimes out of the way and then use the pot here. And while I lost the Guardian Acorn, that was really worth it. And a small key dropped down. Don't worry about it falling into the pit. It will just fly around. It will just move around in the circle until you get it. And from here, what if we go into this door? Well, we would have to find a way to attack these enemies. And thankfully I found a way. Jumping and slashing. Hopefully with the least worst timing. That's one way to do it. And as long as you are just that bit away from me, I can hit you. Now, thankfully, by destroying those enemies, there's a key. In case you accidentally let it fall into the pit, you can just come back and get it again. And now we can open this door up. And will you appear here again? Yes, you will. And I can barely hit you. Well, at least you go to the same 2 locations every time. So that way I can get my timing down and hit you. So we're now over here in another area. Are we still in the... We are now back in the big key. And there should be some slimes that we can beat up. There's a guardian acorn that I get out of some good luck. And there is another key that will drop down around that blue tile. Go ahead and take care of these 2. Thought so. Anyway, by tapping that, I figured out that there is a bombable area there. But we can't do much here. Something tells me that the dungeon item we find here will allow us to run. And we can use that in conjunction with the Rock's Feather to do running jumps. But anyway, by going in here, the blue tiles make an arrow which tell you, hey, bomb the south wall. Right here at the tip. Poke suspicious parts of the wall with your sword and listen to the sounds it makes. That is useful. I showed that off a little earlier in the Let's Play, but now it's actually kind of sort of useful. And these bombs, they act a little funny, I guess you could say. When you strike these guys, they chase after you. And they explode. And if you are unable to run, you're going to get hit, more than likely. And there should be... I was going to say there should be more slimes, but I guess not. I guess I took care of them all. But in here is the compass. Go through all this text. And we should be able to... Really, again? Can I use the magic powder on this? No. And what if I were to use my shield? That did nothing. But at least I clustered them all together, so I only got hit one time. And I know there's a key there, but we can't do anything. We're going to have to do things if we want to get around virtually anywhere else in this dungeon. So, do I want to go north or west? Well, I guess I could go west first. Why not? And go ahead and time on my sword slashes. Get rid of you. Get rid of... Almost got rid of you. And thankfully, I was able to figure out where these guys were going to stand. So I was having an easier time hitting those guys and getting the key. So let's get rid of all these enemies, so that way we could probably find some hearts and maybe some rupees. There's a chest there, but we can't get to it because there's no way to get up there from down here. And we now have the red bombs again. Thankfully, by hitting him up there, he bounces back and forth. To defeat the black monster with the hard shell, feed him something explosive. Well, we have bombs, so let's feed him bombs. If we need more bombs, we can just jump up and get those, which I will do. First, I want to see if there's anything in the pots. I doubt there will be. And now, I'm going to go ahead and get the chest. 50 rupees, so we're getting a lot closer to this area. And we can push that block in case we want to go in that direction, but not sure I want to go in there quite yet. There's an area we can bomb our way into. And apparently, I should have bombed that wall, but we can redeem ourselves by bombing it from above. That way we can do that. Matter of fact, I will go for that. I wonder, what if you throw bombs at bombs? They bomb and you get bombs. Okay. That's a good idea. We should be doing that. We should have been doing that from the very start. But before we can get over there, well, we're going to have to defeat these guys. You have to place bombs right into the mouths of these things. And I am taking more damage than I should while doing this. I should be not taking any damage in this fashion at all. And I'm waiting on you. Alright, let's take advantage of the fairy that we got us from destroying that thing. There's another fairy, and we have destroyed those two things. We got a war point back to the beginning of the dungeon. And we have a chest now. And we now have the Pegasus Boots, the third dungeon item of the game. If you hold down the button, you can dash. I wonder. Okay, you don't need a sword to take care of the crystals. That's a good thing. Because that means I don't need a sword to run those things over. So we need to make our way around here a little bit. Let's use our bombs on the bombs to bomb the bombs and get bombs. That should be the method to the madness, and thankfully it's working. And apparently getting one bomb gets you one bomb. Well, I guess that's fair. And if you could stay away from me, that would be cool. And I got rid of all of you. Wonderful. We got the key. Is there anything I can pull out of these pots? I hope so. Well, we got a fairy, so that's better than nothing. How are we doing keys-wise? We have 3 keys. Cool. Let's go ahead and use the keys. Or, well, first of all, we need to use the bombs on the bombs. Might as well just go ahead and get rid of the slimes here. If you could get out of my way, that'd be so nice. And apparently these things really love to walk into corners for some reason. Now, I could do some more exploration in this little area now. I'm not going to do that just yet. Instead, I'm going to fight some more enemies for hearts and rupees. And then, get over here. I guess I could do that. And I thought I'd be able to destroy that enemy, but I guess not. Not in that fashion, at least. Go ahead and get rid of all the slimes here. And I do want to check out the stone beak message that is here. Far away, do not fear, dash and fly. Ah, that tells you that you can use the Pegasus boots in conjunction with the Rock's Feather for running jumps. That's a good hint to have. Although I don't exactly want to destroy all the enemies in that room yet. I still want to. Okay. Alright then. Blow these enemies up. And get a bomb out of it. Okay. I didn't exactly want the sword on the B button, though you can do that. And from here, I can finally get rid of that slime. Get rid of this bomb. I guess I could be able to get past that rather easily. And now we can finally get that chest, which contains 200 rupees. I definitely want to make use of that. That will definitely go towards the Help Link Get a Bow for Colin Island Foundation. And now, we need to make our way to the eastern room. You're not going to hit me with a projectile. Golden. Now that we got that out of the way, we can finally go ahead and destroy all these slimes again, because I really want the money and I really want the health too. That will do it. And those blocks, I believe, those key blocks will be where my keys are going to go. I do want to get rid of the enemies here and get whatever's in that chest. So let's see here. Hold the Pegasus Boots button to run, just like in Link to the Past. Works very, very obviously. And while holding the button, you want to be ready to press the Rock Feather button to jump. That will allow you to get the Nightmare Key, which we will need. And now that that's out of the way, we can finally go ahead and beat these guys up. And we can now go ahead and go through all these key doors. After getting a little bit of rupees, of course. Oh, hey, you know what? I should probably go in there first for some hearts. I'm glad I got those. I'm glad I saved those for when I really needed them. Which, of course, will be now. I will have to run through the crystals again, but it will be worth it. And from here, we can use all the keys that we have. We're short one key. We need to go somewhere. But, oh, right, I know. I know exactly where I need to go. Thank goodness we have the warp, because that will allow us to run here. Just keep holding right as we run so we can take care of that thing that is blowing us back, so we can finally open this chest and get a small key. The last one that we need for this dungeon. Now, we will have to fight some enemies again. They will respawn when we get back over here, but I have no problem with that because those slimes are a good source of rupees. Also, those hearts respawn, too. So in case I needed them, I would have been able to do it. And now this guy's in the way. But if you run into him, he won't. And now, to hold down the... Really? I messed that up so hard. You're supposed to run in that direction with the Pegasus boots and the Rock's Feather and do a running jump, but I messed up the timing so hard on that. And yes, game, I know. However, if I were to do it this way, run them right into the ground, that will get rid of all these guys. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that comes out of destroying every single thing here. So I might as well go ahead and do it anyway. And there's nothing, not even a fairy, so much for that. And are there enemies? Well... Well, there are, in the form of keys. And maybe a few slimes, but... Okay, there's only 5 of these things in all. And I could hit them, that would be great. But by getting rid of all the keys here, we get a small key. What is the key for? Have we been in every room? Seems that way. There should be one more key door, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, I guess it may be for the next dungeon. Interesting. Neener, neener. You can't find me. Yeah, yeah. And this guy will suddenly start dropping slimes. Thanks for all the slimes. You're helping me get a bow down at May Village. Okay, could you stop? I mean, I like this as much as the next guy, but now it's just... Wait a minute. You're dropping these from the ceiling. Oh, hi! Well... Might as well run into this guy with the Pegasus boots and the sword. And then just keep hitting this guy with the sword until he's about ready to split in two. Then you split him in two for real with the Pegasus boots and the sword. Now, these guys will stun you. But if you keep hitting them enough times, especially with the Whirling Blade, you'll get your full heart container. You'll get your door open to the north, and you'll get yourself a bell. The Sea Lily's Bell, the third instrument of the game. Waterfall. It is hidden in the waterfall. So we have to go to a waterfall. Woot! How many instruments have you gotten so far? When you play the instruments in front of the egg, the windfish will wake and you will leave this island. Now, you must hasten to the Yarna Desert. The dark, monstrous inhabitants of the sand will show you the way. Hoot hoot! And I wonder. Oh, I still can't do that. Oh well. But I am able to go over here, and I'm surprised I didn't do this until now. I forgot you could go over here. I thought maybe you needed something to do it with, but there were 4 tiles of grass, and if you dig in between all of them, you get your secret seashell for this little space. I believe that is number 13. Yes, it is. So, now that that's over with, we might as well go back. Oh, I see exactly where we are. Have we been all the way to the south? We have never been to the south. Let's go ahead and add some exploration to this video, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. But if we have the ability to run and jump with the Pegasus boots, we can do that. But I will definitely save that for the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to the village. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and head back to Marin and Terran's house. I have gotten their names right with the R's the entire time. Also cooked chicken. So, now that that's out of the way, I might as well just go ahead and put the controller down and get ready for the next video. Join me next time where we explore more of Koholint Island now that we have the Pegasus boots, which should allow us to run and jump to places. And see what we can get out of our exploration. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!